I prefer old tools over new tools most of the time. I've got this hammer that I've had forever. I don't even know where it came from. I would say it was probably back in the day just a run-of-the-mill, one that you buy. Nothing overly expensive, leather-wrapped handle. But over the last year or two, part of the leather has come off. I was thinking about it and wondering if I could possibly save it. I've got this leather string I've actually used for when I do leather making. I'm going to measure it out here, see what I can do. In fact, I usually, when I need a tool, for example, I had a hacksaw that I don't remember if I lost it or broke it or loaned it out or whatever, but I ended up not having it and needing one. I actually went to the Peddler's Mall, which is like an indoor flea market, to get another one. It cost me $5. Wooden handle, metal, good quality. I actually researched it when I got home. It was from like 1903. You have to be careful with some of that older stuff because the blade's mounted a little bit differently, and you want to be sure it'll accept modern blades. But this is one of my favorite, just regular run-of-the-mill carpentry hammers. I've got another one that was made by Plum that I picked up in a toolbox lot that I bought. And it's a really good filling hammer. But I was cleaning off my desk and saw all this leather lace I had and got to thinking that it was pretty much the same as what's on there. I'll be curious to see how well it holds up for a handle. I think that's a lot of problem with society today. Everybody just throws something away. They don't take the time or have the know-how to fix anything. But the stuff, the materials, tools were made of 50 years ago was such good quality. Most of the things just need a good cleaning, and they are good to go for another 50 years. I've got some stuff that belonged to my father that my mother says he picked up at flea markets and swaps, years ago. I don't know if that will stay or not. And I want to think if I wrap it again, it'll be too thick. I don't know. I'll just do a real quick wrap here just to see if it messes with the diameter. And when you do this stuff, you really just need to play around with it. To see, to really get the feel of how lashing works and leather works, and you'd be surprised with very limited tools what you can repair. That second layer has made it. I don't like the way that feels. This is bees butter. It's a leather treatment. Obviously, partially beeswaxed. Where that piece broke when I was tightening it, I guess we'll see how it holds up. After just rubbing it a little bit, it turns out pretty good. Different in height of the leather. I think what I'll do if this does come loose, which I have a feeling it will, I'll go ahead and take the rest of the stacked handle off and actually wrap the whole thing. It'll be a little bit more consistent. But it feels the same. It's funny with old tools, how they tell a story. This has got silver spray paint on it. Probably 20 years ago, I actually busted a silver spray paint can. I wanted to get the marble out of it. All your leather tools, you really need to treat them with something. And I've never treated this handle. I wish I would have. It probably would have lasted. But there you go. That's one way to repair a stacked handle. I'll use this for a while and see if the handle comes loose. I'll do a video on how I wrap the whole thing. I've got the leather double wrapped up here. What I'll do if I do it again is I'll probably do a solid sheet of leather around it and then just a single layer of the lacing. You can get this stuff. This actually came from a peddler's mall. $15. My dog chewed it up. And there was a lot on here. I've had it for a year and a half now and used it for all kinds of projects. But I guess the point of this is don't discard tools, you know, when something goes wrong with them. At least try to fix them. You know, if you can't fix it, at least you can maybe gain some experience. Oh yeah, I think that'll be nicely. There it is, one repaired hammer.